Evan, look, I have another chapter for you. Yay! Frog and Toad. And if you forgot, the author of this book is Arnold Lobel. All right. So, this chapter is called The Garden. Frog was in his garden. Toad came walking by. "What a fine garden you have, Frog," he said. "Yes," said Frog, "it's very nice, but it was hard work." "I wish I had a garden," said Toad. "Here's some flower seeds. Plant them in the ground," said Frog, "and soon you will have a garden too." "How soon?" asked Toad. "Oh, quite soon," said Frog. So look, here they are talking about their garden. Look at all the pretty flowers. Wow, Frog has a lot of pretty flowers. He's got a big garden. Toad ran home. He planted the flower seeds. "Now, seeds," said Toad, "start growing." Toad walked up and down a few times. He's looking. The seeds did not start to grow. Toad put his head close to the ground and said loudly, "Now, seeds, start growing." Toad looked at the ground again. The seeds did not start to grow. So there he is planting his seeds. And there he is shouting at his seeds. Do you think shouting makes a difference? Maybe that's why our avocado didn't grow. We didn't shout at it enough. Toad put his head very close to the ground and shouted, "Now, seeds, start growing." Frog came running up the path. "What is all this noise?" he asked. "Ah, my seeds will not grow," said Toad. "You're shouting too much," said Frog. "These poor seeds are afraid to grow." "My seeds are afraid to grow?" said Toad. "Oh, of course," said Frog. "Leave them alone for a few days. Let the sun shine down on them. Let the rain fall down on them, and soon your seeds will start to grow." So there he is, really shouting loudly. And there's Frog giving him some good advice. What do plants need to grow? Sunshine and water, good soil. That night, Toad looked out of his window. "Drat," said Toad, "my seeds have not started to grow. They must be afraid of the dark." Toad went out to his garden with some candles. "I'll read the seeds a story," said Toad. "Then they'll not be afraid." Toad read a long story to his seeds. There it is. See him reading at night, and he's got candles. That's so silly. All the next day, Toad sang songs to his seeds, and all the next day, Toad read poems to his seeds, and the next day, Toad played music for his seeds. Toad looked at the ground. The seeds still did not grow. "What shall I do?" cried Toad. "These must be the most frightened seeds in the whole wide world." Then Toad felt very tired, and he fell asleep. Okay, so look, he's singing and reading poetry and playing music. And then there he is, and he fell asleep after a while. Oh my goodness. "Toad, Toad, wake up," said Frog. "Look at your garden." Toad looked at his garden. Little green plants were coming up out of the ground. "At last," shouted Toad, "my seeds have stopped being afraid to grow." "And now you'll have a nice garden too," said Frog. "Yes," said Toad, "but you were right, Frog. It was very hard work." Oh, how silly. Look, see how the seed's growing? Aw. He's so funny. Do you think he needed to sing to his seeds and play music and read poetry to get them to grow? I don't think so. I think he just needed to wait long enough for those seeds to burst open and start growing up towards the sun. All right, my darling boy. I love you so, so much. And I am going to send you a heart. Let's see there. Now you can see it. See the heart? Heart. And lots of love and sweet dreams.